feels like I'm prepping for something so big. I have to keep telling myself it's gonna be okay. Why am I shaking the brush? Am I in focus? And is this camera too low? Like, do you feel it should be more up? Oh shit. Is this camera askew? That primer. Whoopsie daisy, I just kicked the camera. Hi everybody, and welcome to my actual first YouTube video that I thought was never ever going to happen. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this now. I'm gonna talk to the camera, act like it's completely natural and not freak out and sound nervous. I'm no professional makeup artist or professional product reviewer. It's all just my personal opinion and my personal preference. It's what I like and what I don't like and how I would typically do my makeup, and what I learn also from other beauty gurus and makeup artists. And if I say something or not like something that you maybe like, it's totally your vibe's your vibe, my vibe's mine. If I don't like it, obviously I don't. If you do, you do. I hope this video is easier to edit than I'm thinking it's going to be, because I think it's going to be a bit of a long video and I don't want to bore you with a 30 minutes of how stressed I am about my new YouTube channel and my first video. Then again, the first time of everything was a bit of a stress, you know. First time you got behind the steering wheel, or the first time I filled in my brows, I was like, oh my word, I can't do this. It took me like 20 minutes to do it. Today I am trying out all the new products Gosh Cosmetics has launched. They launched it late last year, so it's not brand spanking new. I'm a bit behind because yeah, like I said, life happened, and I still wanted to film a little full face of Gosh video and do a bit of a blog review on the product, so I still wanted to do that regardless of that I'm a bit behind with they've already launched. But anyway, so it's basically just my thoughts on all the new things they launched. If I sound a bit nervous or a bit shaky or a bit weird, then just cut me some slack. It is my first video, so I tried to be as natural and as myself as I could be the first time behind the camera filming yourself. So this will be the end look. If you're here and you're watching, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I was scared, like, you know, if you plan a party and you're like, what if no one shows up? Yeah, it kind of feels like that. So let's get into this full face using only Gosh makeup. What I think, what I love, and what I would and wouldn't repurchase. First up is the Primer Plus. So this primer is a skin adapter and it's anti-pollution. I think it only comes in the shade Chameleon. If you spray it, I'll pump it out. It comes out pretty white, looks kind of like a lotion. The moment you start working it into your skin, then adapts to your skin tone. I love how it feels on the skin. It feels very nourishing. It kind of absorbs quickly, this product. According to the product description in my little guide, it's a unique multifunctional color release primer and it enhances the skin tone. So that's kind of the right word. It does enhance the skin tone, and then it has a complex of anti-pollution ingredients, so it fights free radical damage, which obviously you can't ditch that one. If you out in the open, you've got that problem. So this is why I like this primer as well. I've got another anti-pollution primer I really like as well, so I do like primers that do this. After priming, obviously, you color correct underneath your foundation. They've got this nifty little color correcting palette. Okay, so this one, the first little shade, the fleshy shade, that is to cover and conceal. The yellow is for purple and blue. This says bruises even. So if you get punched in the eyeball, the yellow is for you, of course. The green neutralizes red, that's what I said. Here's the purple, it's unwanted yellow undertones. So if you by any chance have an old bruise, perhaps you got punched in the face a few weeks ago, the lavender's for you. And then the peach and salmon one is for brightening. This is the little dark one over there. It's for brightening under eye areas and to cover signs of fatigue. So if you really moeg, this one's for you. It works well on olive tone skin for much needed radiance. If you olive toned and you want to look all radianted up, that's for you as well. We're going to just operate with a green a bit. So these shades, they feel kind of matte. I'm not a makeup artist, so I probably don't know what I'm talking about. But kind of matte. So I usually just tap away the redness. And then on camera, I don't know, I hope you can see. I'm still figuring out this lighting situation. So obviously don't go overboard and make yourself look like, you know, you're attending a circus themed function. You know, be subtle, because I've done this once where I went a bit too cray with my color correcting situation, that by the end of the day, after my foundation wore off a bit, I looked like an absolute joke. So that was fun. I can only imagine how many people thought what was wrong with my face. So you can kind of see now that this side looks a bit more pale than this side, so it did counterbalance that slight redness I have in my cheek area. Next up is the Foundation Plus. This is a cover and conceal product. So you can do your this is doubles up as a concealer as well. Yeah, I did a full review on my blog, this little dude. I'll link it in the description box. Yes, that one. So I'll link it in there. The only thing I didn't like about this product is to get the foundation out is a bit of a mission. I'm into if I should be using a blender or a... You see, I just shook, and what's going on here? Nix. So yes, this is a pain in the arse. So please, whoever thought of this, it's cute and all, but really, it's pretty thick, as you can see, pretty thick. I'm using my stippling brush from Real Techniques. I kind of feel like I should have used a sponge. A sponge does a bit better with it. I'm gonna use this as a concealer as well. I'm gonna use this little Carla concealer brush. It's concealer 408. I love Carla brushes, or Cala, I don't know how you say it. And then I'm just gonna obviously dab it everywhere you'd typically put concealer. The finish of this foundation is definitely not matte. Definitely prefer a dewy foundation. So this you can apparently prime your face with. Now, I ain't gonna do that. Obviously it's too late for that. It's very yellow. So, whoa! This comes in a translucent shade as well. No, but to me this looks yellow. So it's I hope it's just to me. Woo! Ek weet nie. Anyway, this is the point of this video. We're living and learning. There is something else falls. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dolce Delish. So I'm going to set my under eye with this. I might have to contour with this as well because I don't have any contouring products from Gosh. Next, I think we should do the brow. Okay, the brow shape of full, it's double-sided. The one side screws off like so, and it's like a powder puff. In there, apparently, Darsorbiner, there is powder. So every time you put it back in, it's powder. It's quite bulky. I hope it's focusing. It's quite bulky, so it's not very, it's a bit hard if you need to define, like, especially for me, I've got very light brows. So this little dude doesn't have any form of a spoolie, so I just like to comb through my 10 brow hairs to kind of see if there's any gaps or whatever. So I'm gonna take the powder and just like dab it. This is the eyeshadow primer. This is like just like a nude, kind of looks like a concealer type vibe.
I kind of feel it's like dry.
I got sent the 005 to Party in London palette. The shades are gorgeous, and I think I'm gonna go in with this little shade. Yeah, this one's a bit pinky, this one's more nudie or brownie, and it kind of, you know, the blouse I'm wearing is also kind of like a brownie more than a pinky. So I'm literally just gonna go in all over the lid with this, and then I'm just gonna take this copper shade and kind of like work it into the crease. I also received this Lift and Highlight double-sided pencil. It's actually I'll swatch. That's the conceal or the lift side, and then that is the highlight side. They glide on super easy, they're super smooth. Usually these pencils aren't. I find that most of these pencils aren't, so it's quite nice. I hope it works. So I'm gonna pick up this gold shade over here. I'm just gonna take this middle shade again, and I'm gonna go underneath my eye. I hope this camera is, I really feel like it's too low, but anyway, it's too late now. I got the Strobe and Glow kit in 001 highlights. This is a little highlighting palette. It's gorgeous, and I can sniff this thing the whole day. It's like, oh, it's so nice. So I'm gonna just stick to the neutral nudie shade. I got the My Favorite mascara. It's probably close to dry and on its way out, so it might not perform as well as it did when I just opened it. I have been using this quite some time, since I got it actually. This is one coat and this is two coats. So I'm gonna contour with this palette.
My cheekbones. And
for blush, I'm just gonna use this Catrice little blush. It's in a sale bin at Dis-Chem. It's Sunrose Avenue 080.
it's just a pretty rosy movie colour.
For lipstick, I'm gonna use a Gosh lipstick. These lipsticks are literally like some of my favorites. This is a gorgeous brown. So this is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. And my first ever YouTube video, guys. My hair looks a little cucarachas, but anyway. It was a little orkies in the beginning, but we warmed up and it got better. I really hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe if you like this, and